folks, welcome back to Alflex podcast. So I'm super grateful simply because I feel like this podcast will take the trajectory of fitness, business, money, success, and such kind of things. All the matters concerning personal development, spirituality, and such kind of things. And one of the major things that I want to focus on is business. How we can technically make money as a young man here in Kenya, simply because I believe that the economy of East Africa is technically evolving and it is changing in a quick rate. And if we as young men, we don't adapt to that, then at the end of the day, we are the one to lose the game. And that's something that I don't want to miss out on. I don't want to miss out on the 20-30 billionaire busts here in East Africa, because it is coming. I see it coming, and we have to be alert, simply because if you really want to change your life, you have to be in a position of understanding whatever is happening, and that is exactly what is happening here in East Africa. So I think in this video I'm gonna talk about economy and the things that I think that we have to focus on so that we can be in a position of elevating. Maybe I haven't yet evolved so much in terms of this, but I'm willing to make the progress. So anytime you can make the comments down below and just to give me feedback of whatever I can be in a position of reviewing or maybe checking out. So I want to talk about the economic landscape, simply because on a daily basis we make money, we spend money, and we buy and we sell and such kind of things. All these activities that we do, we technically engage in the economy. It's a game. It's a player versus player game, and you just have to understand it, simply because there's no way you can be spending a lot of time in the economy, making money and spending money, yet you don't know how to make more. You don't know how to make more that can give you freedom in life. You don't know how to actually earn that freedom. And that is what we really admire. We as young men, we admire to see our family thriving. We admire to drive a dream car. We admire to build some businesses that run by themselves. And that is something that you have to sit down and just understand, comprehend. How the heck can I win in the game? Simply because even if you think you're playing the game on default mode, at the end of the day, someone is playing against you. That is just 100%, because this is a player versus player thing. And if you don't understand it, you're aware of losing to your deathbed. That is just what it is. This is the game of money, and we just have to be in a position of maybe enlightening ourselves so that we can be in a position of effectively going for the dream that we want in life. So back the fuck up, because it's gonna be a crazy ride. And from now on, I will be posting things concerning business and such kind of things. Though I will be mixing up. Though I will be making some playlists. I will try to organize my channel to a playlist of business and such kind of things, personal development, fitness, and such. Because I feel like this is gonna be big, man, and it's just a matter of time. So let's go into it. So how do you make money, like, technically speaking? I was thinking of it, like, back in the days when I was being raised, all I knew is that I saw my mom wake up every day, going for a job and getting paid at the end of the month, paying the bills, buying us some food and such, and paying our school fee, paying the bills and such. But I came to realize that this system is fucked up. There is no way you can be in a position of achieving whatever you wanted in life. I didn't say my mom buy a beautiful mansion, or maybe buy a car for herself. I didn't say that, simply because the employment, the system of that we have been taught of for looking for money or making money is all fucked up. There's no way you can make money in such kind of a system. Yes, you might make a little bit, but you have to understand that it is never sufficient to make enough for you to thrive in, you see, for your family to stay without fear, like of maybe security and such. And that is why you have to understand the game very keenly. You have to be in a position of enlightening yourself, because if you don't understand how the game is being played, then you end up losing. That is just what it is, and that is what a lot of people are doing out here. They are just losing to the elites. They're just losing to the people who know how to play the game very well. So we just have to enlighten ourselves. So I came to realize that that way of making money is just fact, and I had to realize to 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 try and look for other ways of making money and such kind of things. I came across this thing back in 2020. Yes, 2020. Yes, I came across Robert Kiyosaki's book, which was talking about the cash flow quadrant, the employee, on the left side, the self-employed, the business, and the investor. And I came to realize that the self-employed and the employee, they end up in a cycle that yes, they are making some tiny money, though then that is not enough for them to be in a position of acquiring freedom. And that's what you have to understand as a man, that no matter how you fight in that side of being an employee or being self-employed, you can never be in a position of having the leverage or the freedom that you want in life. You have to transcend yourself from that side of the quadrant to the other side of the quadrant, that is business and investment. And that is why I started investing. Technically speaking, I started investing in several money market funds, stock markets, and such kind of things, simply because maybe in the meantime I'm earning money from being employed, but I have to be in a position of enlightening myself to use those resources that I get from the employment towards saving my ass from being employed for the rest of my life. And that is what you should be doing. As a matter of fact, you have to be sacrificing, as I told you in the previous video concerning resources, being resourceful, So it's just a matter of sitting down and just understanding that how can you transcend yourself to transcend to that side of business and investment. Because at the end of the day, the ones who are doing business, big businesses, and they're investing their money, those are the ones who always win in the economy, and they are the top 1%. And that is just what it is. You have to understand that you have to understand the game clearly. That is all it is. You have to understand the game clearly, and that way you can be in a position of getting it. So it's a matter of I also came to introspectively look into what the elites are doing, simply because I came to realize that at the end of the day, the service that you give to humanity, you see, that is what that will technically give you the freedom, the value. Technically speaking, the value that you give to people is the one that they will pay you for, you see. And if you can be in a position of building a value, or maybe a business that delivers value without depending on you being there all the time, then at the end of the day, you'll be leveraging, you see. You'll be earning your money from leverage, which will technically earn you freedom. See, you can use other OPM, other people's money and other people's time to build that business, and that way you can be in a position of earning the freedom of time and space. See, that is what it is. You have to find some purpose that you want, some value that you can deliver to the society, then package that purpose effectively, and then deliver it efficiently to the people who need it. And at the end of the day, people will definitely pay you for that. See, that is one of the ways. And also there is this thing of acquiring assets that are appreciating, and if you are keen enough, the assets that are appreciating, technically speaking, are very risky, very freaking risky. And you just have to be a different kind of a person with different mindset to be in a position of understanding that to achieve anything in life, you have to teach yourself to take the risks. As I told you in the previous video, if you haven't checked, I will link it up here. So it's a matter of you just being in a position of taking the risk and such kind of things. The the matters concerning the economy is far much deep, of which I cannot be in a position of explaining all of it in this video. I have to put together another video that is well detailed on how we can be in a position of step by step building up our businesses as young men and as young women out there. So I would like to hear from you, technically speaking, and any comment, any such kind of things. Share the ideas, because this is gonna be freaking crazy, man. It has to rock, and those people who will be on board, dang, we have to elevate. That is what it is. Be the best version of yourself. See you in the next video, and I'll be making a podcast concerning business and such kind of things. I will be inviting several friends of mine who have successfully done business. Like, these are crazy. Oh, it's crazy, man. I don't even know how to explain it, but I will be inviting some of them so that we can be in a position of sharing ideas as young men, so that we can be in a position of getting what we want, because that is what that matters. You see, as I told you, there's no reason of existing if you won't achieve what you want in life. And that is why we are here to do this. Be the best version of yourself. See you in the next video. Adios.